Alright everybody, this is what a pair of bad brake pads look like. And I mean bad. They're worn in. There's a lip right there. The metal is worn down. Look at that. Metal is worn down. There is no pad left. See how there's supposed to be a pad right there? There isn't. Okay? And this is what the driver's side rotor looked like. This is what the passenger side rotor looked like. There's grooves all over the place. So we ended up getting the brakes done. We made $86 at the scrapyard place. With I got $26 for my charge air cooler that was sitting right here. I got $14 for 2 batteries, and then I got like $26 or something like that for the scrap that I had in the back. So 86 bucks worked out pretty good. So watch the video, like, share, subscribe, comment, tell me what you guys think. If this truck's too gone, if it's an old piece of shit and ain't worth nothing, tell me that. If you think it's an awesome truck to do some cool stuff with, tell me that. I have the rocker panels for it. We're going to get right on that. I have a new door for it. We're going to get right on that. But we had some other stuff we had to get done. Probably won't get it done this time. Then I'm home. All right. I got a whole bunch of scrap laying around here. This is my yard. I mean, I hate it looking like this. Scrap and trash. So we're putting old girl to work. Now that she's running good, we can send her on down. We got a trash run started. I only used my barbecue like 2 times and her bottom rotted out. That's how much time I get to do stuff. So I'm gonna go through. I got like 10 freaking batteries laying around here. I got old walk boards from the 02 F350. All this stuff, all this garbage. I'm getting rid of it. All the scrap. We're gonna start with scrap. Scrap pays money. A little bit, but money's money. Today's goal is we're gonna go ahead and do the brakes on this. I gotta remember to start ordering a center cap for that. I have all the other ones. So we're going to do brakes. We loosen all the lug nuts. Then we jack it up. And we finish taking the lug nuts off. Alright, so upon further inspection, yes, I do have a jack stand. See how this isn't worn at all? The brake pads aren't being used. And this is shiny as glass right here. But I'm just trying to figure out if I should replace them calipers. I mean, they look bad, but do they look bad? I mean, that's just what, you know, I need this dependable. It's going to be who knows how cold when we go fire it up sometimes middle of winter. And I'd probably like to get some rust reformer paint on that too. So maybe I'll just hold off on doing the brakes and get new calipers. Because we already have rotors. We have crossed and slot drilled rotors. Back in the day, that one probably. And see all this rust that falls off? I don't know. I see that that's turned quite a bit. I don't know if that's my problem. I started to wiggle it when I had the wheel on it. And that would be a good time to try my tripod. But I'm going to go ahead and try to wire brush some of this off in rust reformer paint. Try to stop it from getting any worse. So I'll check back with you. Nice dual piston calipers up front. And actually to look, the shoes aren't that bad. But I'm getting a grinding noise when I push the brake. So it's either going to be this side or the other side. And you at least need to do both. So this bracket comes off in 2 pieces. I took the bolts off that were right here. And then there's bolts off right there too to get this piece off. And we'll have to take this piece off to get the rotor off. So, plus that gives me a chance to be able to clean that up some. I'm still trying to decide. I'm going to push some pistons back in. If they actually go back in. And they got a nice rubber boot on them. That's nice. Older cars didn't have these boots right here. And then this piston would rust and then it wouldn't push back in. So I'm going to get the old shoes out of here and work on taking this bracket off. Okay, pads are off. Now we need to take these plastic little clips off. They came new with the kit, but we're going to clean all this. We want these to slide really nice. We want them pads to be able to slide on here. If they bind up, then they'll end up heating up your brakes, warping your rotors, and you'll be doing this all over again real quick. So I found with brakes, if it's not exactly right, and I mean exactly, them shoes be able to better slide on here, them calipers better slide in, the pistons better slide in real easy. If they don't, just replace the caliper, clean these up, get them better, do whatever you got to do to get this stuff, to get this brake stuff right, because brakes is the one thing you don't want to mess around. If you know, it's not just stuck on the side of the road. It could be an accident where you actually hurt yourself or hurt somebody else. So when you're doing brakes, make sure they're 100% right. All right, this is what it looks like all apart. Now also make sure to keep your caliper. If it won't sit up there, take a coat hanger and hang it from somewhere. You don't want to have your caliper resting on the line. But we're going to go through and work on getting that cleaned up some before we put it back together. Not that we're looking at winning a show contest here. We're just looking on trying to make it last a little bit longer. Alright, we just went and shot some cheap black paint I had laying around. I don't even know where it came from. We just shot it all over the inside there. I'm hoping to replace the shock soon. But anyway, here's and I painted this bracket real quick. I didn't even really prep it or anything, just squirt some paint on there just to try to get it, to help prevent it from rusting. But that looks a whole lot different than the old ones. Detroit Axles, the brand we got for these. And try to keep your fingerprints off of there, because if you put your fingerprints on there and then it ruins them, basically. It gets grease locked up in there and stuff. So now is the moment of truth to see if the caliper pushes back in or not. Another thing I always do is take the cap loose, because as you push that caliper back in, that fluid's going to raise back up. And this is what I use to push the caliper back in. Just this threaded C-clamp here. You just put it on like this and start tightening up. Alright, we're going to try the new tripod, see if this works out good or not. Whoops. If I didn't kick it, that'd be a whole lot better, wouldn't it? Let's see here. It's hard to tell if that's on there or not. So, okay, then you just take and put that there like that. And you just keep turning it. And I don't know if you're supposed to do the front or the back first or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'll play some music. Okay, here it goes. It's going in, so just keep tightening it. Let me try to move this in here. Maybe that'll help. I don't know if you can even see it or not. I'll have to go back through and check out the video. Oh, that's going in there nice and smoothly, like. Peek on the brake fluid. No brake fluid overflowing yet, but you can feel when it stops right there. Hopefully you can see me. Maybe I'll tip it up a smidge. Yeah, this is low budget. This is, we ain't got no fancy production around here. Working Man's Restorations, this is how we get it done. I don't know. Hopefully this looks cool and not stupid. And then you just put this one back in here. Do the same thing. Do. Okay, I'm gonna speed it up here. I got music playing, okay? Okay, here we go. Here's the push. We're going for the push. Oh yeah, nice and smooth. Nice and simple. Oh yeah, just like butter. Then you take it back off. Listen to the neighbor drive by. Take this off. Get high on the paint fumes. Woo! Okay. That's off. Pistons are in. And you take your caliper back over here. Squeeze it all back on there. Okay. Let's try over here. Now, I'll go ahead and whoops. I'm a professional. Don't try this at home. Okay. There we go. So all that's back on there. Then I gotta find my old hardware. I'll put it in there. Put it in a real good place. Okay, then we'll take this. Kind of should put some never sees on there, but being how I don't have any, that won't be done. Okay. And you find all your tools that you just had. You know, I just put it down right there. Yeah, that's how you find them. Okay, and then we'll go like that. Down and alright, you guys don't want to see me screwing around. We'll just stop it there. So there it is, all back together, all tightened up. Everything went good, everything went back together 100%. So now I'm going to put the wheel back on. Alright, this is the next day. We went for a quick drive last night to make sure that everything was good. And so far so good, no caliper hanging up or nothing. See how nice and clean that looks in there with that first coat of paint. I'm going to get some more paint on there. I'm going to lob that up so you can't shoot it off. That's what my son says. Put it on so thick you can't shoot it off. But here it is back together. Brakes work good. I'm just going to keep an eye on that caliper and make sure it don't start hanging up or anything on me. So that's it for now.